Pleeps, it's
Well,
been a minute.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, Valdez took
You
a
want
lot
my
longer.
opinions on all the Cleric subclasses.
Yeah, for the record, Valdez took way longer than I had ever expected to complete, like recording wise. So we're
But we're done.
Yeah, we're done with Valdez, and we're doing other D&D stuff, and we're getting back to ranking how the subclasses are. And
All right,
we
so
spun
tonight we are
Cleric.
tonight we're looking at Cleric. You don't need to say we
Which-
spun. They don't need to know about the wheels.
I think they do. I forget, but anyway.
They don't need to, is what I'm saying. We don't need to talk about the wheels.
Yeah. So
All
this
right,
is the
so
list last time. The Giant Bard Barbarian didn't save, but that doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So
let's
what's the first one
just
for you?
get. Yes, let's get down to business. First off, let's talk about when clerics get the subclass ability.
Yes. So clerics get their subclass abilities at first level, which is like your sort of passive stuff. Second level.
Yep.
Sixth level. Technically eighth level, but
we're not counting it.
No one really cares. And then after eighth level, it isn't until all the way up to 17th level, their capstone subclass feature.
Yep.
So, of course, I think it'll heavily depend on the first through sixth levels. Although there probably will be talk about how good the 17th levels are.
All right. So let's first off, let's talk about what we're looking for here. Yes. The big thing we are looking for here is we want to know how good are they at support.
Yeah. Supporting,
and if the cleric has to be front and center for any reason, like maybe they're going for quicker runes, or maybe they're just a combat cleric, how well will they do?
Yeah.
And we get our start with death. If you don't mind, let's get on to the death cleric and talk about what the death cleric gets. Because they're the death cleric. Bleh.
So first
this is from the DMG, and notably, this was originally designed not to be touched by players.
Correct. Same with the Oathbreaker Paladin, which we will talk about when we talk about Paladins.
Right. Oh yeah, we need to...
So first off, spell list, which... It's not my favorite spell list, but it's not bad. It's not outright bad.
You know I never feel very strongly about spell lists.
Right. I think overall the spell list is... It's okay.
So, first big thing. We get proficient with martial weapons.
Cool.
Alright, and then, first level, you have one necromancy character. When you cast a necromancy that normally targets only one creature, the spell can instead target two creatures within 5 feet of each other. This ability is bad.
It's good and bad at the same time. I think the big thing that hurts it for the long run is the fact that officially in the game, not including like Dunamancy or anything like that, or whatever category it is, there are only 3 official necromancy cantrips, and clerics already get 2 of them.
So let me explain to you what really makes it bad, because the main reason that they give you this is so that you can do the damaging thing. But here's the thing: you're a D&D character.
Yeah.
And let's even say a player. Let's even look at this as intended. It's supposed to be something good. And you encounter what is clearly a spellcaster, your party will split.
Right.
And I think even if you are a player and you have this guy, enemies are not going to stay bunched together that very often.
Yeah, it has the same issue as we could talk about this cantrip, Green Flame Blade, which on the surface seems pretty cool. You could do like a sort of chain of damage, but it has the exact same flaw of the enemies have to be like right next to each other.
And that is all we really get at first level. So let's take a look at second level. We get Touch of Death. You can use it to destroy another creature. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can use it to deal extra necrotic damage equal to the target. 5 plus twice your cleric level. So at this point, 5 plus 4, that'd be extra 9 damage. It's not bad. It's not a bad damage.
It's not crazy.
But as a reminder, you do this once, and then it's done.
Right. However, I do want to bring up something. Someone brought up to me something that I actually never noticed about this spell.
It's not a spell.
Well, this ability. Sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
Is the fact that it never states anything about it has to be a melee weapon. So you could use this on spells like Inflict Wounds.
You are correct.
Spiritual Weapon is the big one, because you can do that at a distance.
You cannot.
It's a melee spell attack.
See, we're getting into some trickery terms here.
And we'll talk about that one later.
No, we're talking about it now. We're talking about it now.
No, I was making a joke about the subclass. Anyway.
First off, spiritual. So, this doesn't say melee spell attack, does it? Just says melee attack.
You're not screen sharing.
Just,
oh yeah,
I know, but
disability.
Yeah,
just a melee attack.
Yes. Yes. So, let's take a look at spiritual weapon before I make myself an asshole. The 2014 version, because that's what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, 2014.
You good with the right one? You create when you cast a spell, you can make the target takes force damage. Yes. A melee attack requires you be in melee with them. You are not with spiritual weapon.
I'm pretty sure weapon is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says on the spiritual weapon.
It says melee spell attack. And a melee spell attack, this is getting, I told you, we're getting terms, is not necessarily a melee attack.
Let's see, when you make this melee spell attack. But it's still melee. Like, it's still counter. Like, I think.
It does not.
I think this might be a case where you just double check by a quick Google.
I will say I'm going to see if there's been any RADA or like
clarification on that.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the ability called? The thing that Deathmane has. It's
Touch of Death.
Touch of Death.
Touch of Death.
D&D 5e can spiritual weapon trigger Touch of Death. Alright, we have a Reddit. That you are the one. The spell effect says when you can. Alright. You are right. You can use it as a spiritual weapon. I'm wrong.
Yeah, and I think here's the thing. Even though we do get martial weapon proficiency, we're gonna talk about two other subclasses later, but this is one of the versions of a blaster cleric.
Again, well, that's true, Ross. I think that this ability is still hurt by the fact that you can do this once per short rest.
Oh yeah, no. I just think it's a decent burst of damage that, hey, by late levels, that can be upwards of 40 damage. And
on one guy.
Yeah, on one guy.
Which, on late levels, in the game, you know that generally speaking, the DM will not throw one guy at you. Very rarely.
Right. Still, I think it's still a decent, meaty chunk of burst damage.
But I just, again, it's all we have. This and Reaper is all we have.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, it's all we have. If this could be hit multiple people, I have different opinions. But the fact that it hits one guy and that's it.
That's fair.
All right.
Or how if it wasn't once per short rest.
Inescapable destruction.
So, my opinions on this have actually worsened since I've learned a lot about the game. Starting at 6th level, your ability to channel negative energy becomes more potent. Necrotic damage dealt by your cleric spells and channel divinity options ignore resistance to necrotic damage. Necrotic damage is actually the least resisted damage in the game, officially, outside of force.
Okay, I was gonna say, wait, more than force? But okay, because a good number of enemies are immune to necrotic.
No. Like, you'd think so. Here. Let's go on D&D Beyond, where we can look at the...
You'd think a lot of, the undead would be at least...
You'd think a lot of things would be. But, advanced filter. Damage, immunity. We'll take a look at this. Ready? Ready for the list?
Yep.
We got... And it should be noted... Oh, wait, here. Sorry. I should make this even better. Where would I mark? Yes. This should... Here it is. Ready? These are all the official things. With immunity. Alep, the Avatar of Death, a Banshee, This Cadaver, Death Knight, Demi-Lich. I'm not going to look at Demi-Lich 2. The Eldloon, the Ghost, and the Gloomweaver.
That's it for immunities? I feel like there were more.
This is it? No, this is it.
Which, for the record, we're looking at official stuff. We don't know what your DM is going to be throwing at you.
And then, yes, so. Alright, so let's get rid of the damage meter and let's take a look at resistance. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, so would you be able to screen share?
Oh, you're not looking.
Yeah, no.
Right. Dang it. Okay, now,
Yeah,
in this case, yeah. Well, then I showed you nothing. I didn't show you anything. Well, I mean, you were reacting like you could see.
I mean, you gave us a good rundown of how many there were.
Okay, take an actual look. Here's the actual list.
Okay.
And
second statue.
We're done.
Okay, yeah, so not as many as
1,
I thought
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And that's immune, which this ability doesn't even care about.
Right.
So let's actually look what this ability cares about, right? Which is resistance. So, let me click on the resistance.
A lot of cleric spells do necrotic or radiant damage.
Alright, ready? This is the list. Done.
Okay, so honestly, roughly-ish the same amount as immunities. Roughly.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
If there's a difference of maybe 1 or 2 extra.
Here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, a little more, 30, 31.
A little more. So,
but not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot.
Not as many as you think, but also here's another thing as well.
And more importantly, all of these things are like boss monsters for the most part.
It's that, but also, like I said before, clerics tend to have a lot of radiant and necrotic damaging spells. A lot.
I mean, again, well, that is true.
Well, no, I was going to point out the fact there's such a good be a detriment to the ability.
Okay.
How often are you going to be, as a cleric, dealing necrotic damage other than the subclass, where you could just do radiant damage instead? Like, a lot of times the radiant damage, unless you pissed off a celestial, not many creatures have resistance to radiant damage.
I actually think
not many.
All right, here let's answer that question for you. Let's answer that question for you.
Let's see how many it is.
Because I believe if what I have been told is correct, more than you think. No, you're right. Not a lot.
Oh wow, okay. That's even smaller of a list than I thought. Jesus Christ.
All right, so with that in mind, yeah. Anyways,
it's still cool, and it'll be helpful when. It'll be helpful for the subclass because a lot of the stuff is necrotic, but it's like, is that as helpful as you think?
Again, as we saw, not a lot of resistances.
Divine Strike, we don't care.
And Improved Reaper. Starting at 10th level, when you cast Necrotic until 1st through 5th level, that targets only one creature. It can target 2 within range and 5 feet of each other. If it consumes, you got to provide them for each target. So it can't even be. Yeah, so you can't even do a good double revive with this.
Well, you can, but it's still going to cost the normal components as it normally would if you cast Revivify twice.
It's time to be mean. It's D.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It is still a functional cleric.
Just not a very good one.
Only barely a functional cleric.
Right. Like, it has its issues.
Yeah. Alright, let's take a look at the next one, which is nature.
We're going on a little bit of a wild side and going to nature.
Nature.
So,
here it is.
Spell list. they're fine. I like Spike Ruth.
All right. So you get a cantrip of your choice from this Druid spell trip. Spell it. I don't want to talk about. You also get proficiency in either animal handling, nature, or survival, which is nice.
Okay.
You can use heavy armor. That is it. That's all you get, though. That is it.
I will say, well, I mean, that makes sense, because normally a lot of, like, the early stuff is, like, more passive stuff. The only thing I question, why does the Nature Cleric, which is sort of themed off of Druid stuff, why do they get heavy armor proficiency?
It probably means that it's like half of the Cleric get heavy armor proficiency.
Right, I know. It's just a weird detail.
Let's take a look at what we get.
So, level.
Each beast or plant creature is within 30 feet. You must make a wisdom save. The creature fails, and is charmed by you for 1 minute. It is friendly to you and other creatures you designate. This is actually a really good charm.
This is really good early. And literally, we actually had it to where this was a while back, but Eve played this during a one-shot. And
I forgot I played one a while back.
And
I also forgot about this.
Yeah, this was in the Zombie Temple, if I remember correctly. Not the underwater one.
We've done a lot.
We've done a lot of zombie temples. And she was able to charm, I believe, both of the giant boars that were in the room.
Right. Yeah, no.
I completely forgot about that.
I was saying this won't be as helpful later on when beasts and plants aren't as prevalent, but it's pretty decent early game.
If you remember a conversation we had in an alternate universe where we don't do this series, instead do another series.
Throw arrows at Monk.
No, not that. If you remember, in that alternate universe, I said, if you edited, you could cut in that video, there are more beasts around always than you think there is.
You know what? Fair point. Yeah, fair point.
But let's keep going, because here's the thing. 6th level, Dampen Elements. When you or a creature within 30 feet, you take acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder damage. You can use your reaction to grant resistance to that creature against that instance of the damage. That's actually really good.
I would argue this is fantastic because of multiple reasons.
I mean, if I have learned anything from Barbarian, instances of resistance go hard.
They do, but also...
Yeah.
This is basically absorb elements at no cost other than reaction. And keep in mind, we are a cleric. Clerics rarely have many things to do with their reaction. So, like, I would argue,
and then
at the very least, of course, compared to the two, but I think even later on, this might be one of the strongest cleric 6th level features.
All right, so
Divine Strike, don't care.
Divine Strike, Master of Nature. You gain the ability to command. Well, creatures are charmed by your time animals and plant features. You can take a bonus action on your turn to verbally command what each of those creatures will do on its next turn. Okay, I mean,
Yeah, I hate the fact
it's fine.
Here's the
thing, but it's
I hate.
It's kind of mid.
Do you want to hate about this? So, even with our conversation about there could be animals around. Would it be that powerful to have this expand from not just the Channel Divinity to also any creature you have animal friendship on? Or Charmed Beast? They have Dominate Beast. Never mind.
I think we're jumping to the gun on making it stronger. I don't think it needs to be made stronger. I just think as a whole it's just not interesting.
Right.
That being said, nature is pretty good. I would say this. It is not the best clerics out there.
No.
But it is solid. I think it's going to get high B.
Yeah, I will say, there's a fun build that someone had described to me that that sounds fun. The cantrip that you would pick for this cleric, or one of the cleric options that you can get for Druid, Thorn Whip. Thorn Whip combined with Spirit Guardians.
That would be fun.
That can be nasty.
All right. With all that in mind, let's take a look at our next thing, which is one we've actually seen: War.
War. What is it good for? Anyway,
it's a really good cleric.
Well, we gotta keep in mind, we cannot go with our version. We have to go with official.
Yeah, I know. It's still really good.
So first off, spell list, Good.
Yep.
Just good. I like all these spells.
Yeah. All right, first level, you got proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor.
Woohoo!
When you use the attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action, and you can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. This is, for all intents and purposes, this can be an extra attack at level 1.
Yeah. And honestly, Work-like is a really solid dip for anyone that has a little bit of wisdom to get an extra attack, like as a bonus action.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind, it will not stop with anything else that uses bonus actions.
Right, of course.
But this is really nice. But I'll be honest, the really nice ability is Guided Strike. No, sorry, not Guided Strike. Well, both of these. Yeah. They're the same thing.
Well, first off, Guided Strike, which simply, hey, you can use your Channel Divinity, and I believe a reaction? Or
no. So that's more of Blessing.
So we can use our Channel Divinity when we make an attack, and add automatically a +10 to that roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now, War God's Blessing. If an ally attacks within 30 feet of you, use your reaction to grant that creature a +10 bonus automatically. I actually have an opinion.
Oh.
These are great, but they're the same thing.
Basically, and that's actually why I believe 2024 combined the two.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, I agree. Combine them, give the War Cleric a new Channel Divinity.
And they did.
That being said, these are solid.
They are great, and also something that I've actually never noticed it until just now.
Mm-hmm.
Guided and War God's Blessing aren't restricted to a weapon attack. This
Correct,
is just any attack.
Yep.
Which that can be really nice.
Then we get Divine Strike, which I still don't care about.
Yeah.
And then
17th, you gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical attacks. It's
For the record, non-magical attacks are still pretty common. I just don't like it. I think that is a shame. I think nature gets
Here's the thing.
I'll put War at low A for now.
Okay.
But it'll be very easy for War to get pushed out.
Yeah, at the very least, I agree that the capstone for War, even though we're not a big fan of it, that's always active versus Nature, which is only active when you use your Channel Divinity.
Correct.
Uh-oh. I think we made the comments angry. I see a storm coming.
A Tempest Domain. Yep.
Which this is actually one I briefly played because that campaign never continued up. So, spell list, it's fine. I like Destructive Wave. That one's a fun one to see.
You have proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor.
Woo!
And you can thunderously rebuke attackers. When a creature within 5 feet of you that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to cause that creature to make a dexterity saving throw. They take 2d8 lightning or thunder damage, your choice, on a failed save. And half as much damage on a sensible one. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier. You gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. You're going to hate what I'm about to say.
Oh, what are you about to say?
This ability needs to get buffed to bits. It needs progression.
Like scaling?
It's tied to a resource the entire time you have it. But let's be real. By the time you hit level 5, 2d8 damage is what you get for a cantrip. Why are you expending a resource on it?
Fair. But yeah. I do. Here's the thing. Even with that in mind, which, sure, I could maybe have it scale for proficiency when it comes to damage. Maybe.
No, honestly, it is so simpler than that. Ridiculously so. Just upgrade it just upgrade it on the subclass levels and just add a d8 every time you get to a subclass feature level.
Specifically a subclass feature level.
No.
Wait, no. Yeah, you know, I just realized I probably should have clarified. What I meant by scaling a proficiency, I meant the d8s that are from this equal your proficiency.
Ooh, you know what? Yeah, also that works. That works. We'll do that. We'll go with that.
But yeah.
Not that we're doing our approved or not or anything where we change things, but that is how I would approve this.
But yeah, no. Here's the thing. Like I was saying with the Nature Domain Cleric, clerics don't have that many reactions in the base rule spell list. Which, of course, they can get other options. But yeah, this is just hey, more than likely a cleric will be able to use this. And then we have, oh boy.
Channel Divinity can be used to buff your... Destructive Wrath can be used to buff your Wrath of the Storm if you'd like. When you roll Lightning or Thunder damage, you can use your channel to deal maximum damage instead of rolling. This is actually really nice.
This is incredible.
Here is a recommendation I'm going to give you. Multi-class... Take the Sorcerer... Metamagic Adept feat.
Yeah, Metamagic Adept.
And give yourself transmuted... Yeah, give yourself transmuted spell.
Here's a little bit of an issue, though.
Mm-hmm.
Transmuted spell only works on spells that deal one of the damage types on that list already. And I'm actually struggling to think of what cleric spells do, like low-level, fire, cold, etc.
In that case, you're mainly a sorcerer, but you took a 2-level dip to get this.
Yep, absolutely.
So this ability is actually solid. Though, this ability is solid.
This is maxing out the damage dice, not even needing to roll it. That is absolutely insane. Combine this with Elemental Adept in the vein of removing resistance.
Unfortunately, the next ability is not solid. When you deal lightning damage to a larger or smaller creature, you can push it up to 10 feet away from you. Yeah.
It's okay. Here is my biggest complaint about this, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is a moment where I actually do have to talk about Divine Strike for a moment.
Yep, go for it.
Because they could have had it to where you had a really cool combo of you hit someone, and then because you do the Divine Strike could do lightning damage, it'll have like a built-in knockback.
Yeah.
However, they only have it to where the Divine Strike is thunder damage, not lightning. Which if a player wanted to do lightning damage instead of thunder, I would allow it. But
yeah, I mean, here's the issue. This is 6th level. All you can do is push them away, and again, Divine Strike to 17th level.
Right. Which you
have a flying speed.
Wrath of the Storm.
You get a flying speed. That's it.
Flying speed whenever you're not underground or indoors.
Don't need me to point you out that in this day and age in D&D 5e 2014,
there are of ways to get flying.
You get a flying speed. So unfortunately, I hate to say this, Ross. I'm so sorry for this because this is something you played. This gets C for me.
Very briefly.
Oh, C.
It's a high C for what it's worth.
I'd put it either high C or low B personally.
But I just
okay.
It has
its issues, yeah.
It has one ability that's good early game but falls off very quickly, and then one really, really, really solid ability, and the rest is just eh.
That's fair. But now we get to talk about one of our favorites that, in our opinion, neutered for 2024, at least in the errata.
We're looking at Order.
Oh, you have Order?
Order's one.
Oh, for me it's Grave. We can do Order.
Order? I have Order first. If you have Grave first, we'll do Grave next.
I don't care either way.
I mean, you know where it's going, so...
well, we still have to talk about it. So, Grave Domain. Oh, boy. Spell list, not my favorite, but still, there are some solid spells in here.
What's important, though...
Circle.
At first level, you gain the ability to manipulate the line between life and death. When you would normally roll one or more dice to restore hit points with a spell to a creature at 0 hit points, you instead use the highest number possible for each die. That is insane healing.
Just for 2014 healing word, let's say we're not doing roll for stats, we have point buy, and we have, let's say a 16 in wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
That is automatically, for a healing word, 7 hit points. Automatically.
Yeah, and again, as you use higher level spell slots and stuff, and if you use a Cure Wounds, this just scales. This makes you the absolute best for bringing people up, because odds are they will be able to take at least one more hits.
Right, especially getting this at low levels as well makes it to where they're even more likely to be able to get back up.
In addition,
You get spare the dying.
In addition, you get spare the dying 30 feet.
And you can use it as a bonus action.
Yeah, no, I don't really care.
I mean,
then we get Eyes of the Grave. You can just sense undead.
Which costs an
This is basically
action?
Divine Sense.
What does it cost again?
As an action, yeah, it's an action.
Yeah. And
Wisdom modifier, this is okay.
It's okay, but
Here's it. Circle of Mortality is already so good, I don't care that this is trash.
Right.
Then we get Path to the Grave.
Which, first off, I'm gonna say this. Possibly the most badass sounding name for a channel divinity.
As an action, you choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of you, cursing until the end of your next turn. The next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends. They, in some ways, buffed, but in our opinion, in most ways, nerfed it in the 2024 edition. This ability is crazy good, and you just save it for the boss of the current event, whoever that is.
Yeah, no, this has the potential to be very, very insane.
It should surprise no one that I cannot really talk about Critical Role, because they had a player in Campaign 2 of Critical Role that used this subclass really well. One thing they would always do is hold their action when they want to use it.
Yes, I believe you
right before
that.
the big damage.
Oh,
and then we gotta look.
I forget, because I feel like we had this conversation before. But if you hold your action to channel divinity, does it work in the same way?
No, it's not a spell. It's not a spell.
Okay, so you wouldn't lose the use even if you don't use it. Okay.
Correct.
I know we had the conversation.
At 6th level, you gain the ability to PDS Pugs. As a reaction, when you or an ally you can see within 30 feet of you suffers a critical hit, you turn that attack into a normal hit. Any effects triggered by a critical hit are canceled.
This can save a party.
Up to Wisdom modifier times, and this is insanely good. And then we get Potent Spellcasting, which I don't care.
Yep. And then Keeper of Souls.
Seize a trace of vitality from Parting Soul and use it to heal the living. When an enemy you can see dies within 30 feet of you, you or what ally do something you can gain hit points equal to the enemy's number of hit dice. You can use the feature only if joining fire. This is actually fine.
It's okay.
So
this is totally F tier.
It's not F tier. I cannot put it in.
Absolutely not. No, this is way better than Death. I would say definitely better than Tempest.
This goes above War in A.
I agree.
You might be asking, why doesn't this is so good? Why doesn't it get S? Because when it comes to Cleric, only one thing gets S.
Yeah.
Well, no, we'll talk about it, but I would argue 2 of them would get S. But we'll talk about it. But still,
you have to really sell me.
Grave is a very, very solid Cleric, and
yeah,
I'll say I love it. All the abilities are great and whatnot.
All right, let's take a look at some orders. We're finally out of the player's handbook, by the way.
Well, we're gonna be swinging back in there, but
yeah.
So
was Grave from? No, Grave wasn't. We've been out for a while. Never mind. Yeah. Ignore me.
So spell list. I really like seeing slow on this list.
All right, so we get First with Heavy Armor, First with Intimidation or Persuasion.
Your choice.
And at first level, we can invoke the power of law.
So
if you cast a spell slot first level or higher, and target an ally with a spell, that ally can use their reaction immediately after the spell to make a weapon attack against a creature of your choice that you can see. If it targets more than one ally, you choose these. So basically, you heal someone, they hit.
Yeah, and you know what class is really going to love you for using this ability on them?
The Barbarian
or Paladin.
No, well, maybe Paladin, but no. The Rogue.
Them
Absolutely
too.
Not, no.
Well, why are you saying no?
I mean, I guess in the one situation where you're specifically cure wounding, if you're next to them, if a rogue is down, odds are they aren't quite in good range. And unfortunately, I just don't think this jives with rogue.
Well, okay, let me pitch to you the idea.
Okay. So you have a combo for me?
Yep, because of very special wording that they tried to nerf in 2024, but they reversed it.
So you know I'm very aware of that very special wording, right?
Yep. rogues can sneak attack multiple times around, just not on the same turn.
Yes, I'm aware of that. Even with that, I don't think it makes it good for rogue.
Why?
I'm not a rogue hater. Because the honest truth is, in the situations where you would want to take advantage of this, rogues probably will not be able to proc sneak attack.
Well, you know what would also be possible? Would Monk be able to Flurry of Blows it?
No.
This is a single reaction attack.
But never mind. I was gonna say maybe Monk too for that reason, but if they can't use Flurry of Blows on it, then never mind.
I think Ross, you're thinking of this ability wrong. And the way you're thinking of this ability, Ross, is the worst way to use this ability.
Why am I thinking about this wrong?
You're thinking, oh, I'm going to cast a spell on someone, so this procs. Instead of, hey, I cast a spell on someone, and now this procs.
You can use it both ways. But also,
you can, but...
I also want to bring up something that you brought up.
Hmm?
This doesn't say a level spell that has to require an action, so this works with Healing Word, too.
Again, no, you're not wrong. Yeah. But, especially early game, spell slots are limited.
That's a point that I will say is fair. That is a fair point.
So if you are just casting... If you're using a spell slot just to get... Here, let me ask you a question. A level 1 rogue sneak attack.
Does an extra 1d6 damage.
Yeah.
A level 1 cleric's guiding bolt.
That does 46, which is roughly average of, I think on top of my head, 9 damage.
Averages don't even matter, Ross, because we're talking in the language of only d6s.
Yeah, 46 versus 1d6.
Yes. So, do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, no. It's better, not early. It's better. This gets better late game.
I think even late game, the math still stays the same. I think what this empowers you to do is focus on as a healer. And that means that you're probably going to be hitting people close to down or genuinely down. Let's see. Do they give us any really good... A few.
That's part of why I said Barbarian, is because, like,
on
a Barbarian, if they're raging, they're great for it.
Barbarian
could be a solid one.
Like I said, all I am saying is, I don't think a rogue in that situation, unless things are just going down, is going to be in a prime situation to sneak attack.
You know, fair, but also I do want to bring up something I also noticed as well just now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This isn't restricted to melee. It's just one weapon.
No, you're right, it isn't. But I still maintain. The rules are very specific. You have disadvantage on attacks when you're prone.
Oh, I'm not even saying
another one.
You could use this to top up someone. Like, it doesn't have to be full. Well, that's fair.
Another
if
one.
You're using this just to bring someone to full, you're wasting it. You're wasting your heals.
Another one that this could be beefy on. Grimstalker Ranger with Sharpshooter.
I mean, Ranger in general, but...
I don't know why Grimstalker would be special here.
Because of Grimstalker's extra damage that it can do.
But they can only do that on their turn.
True, but Ranger in general...
And only then the first turn.
Yeah.
No, you're right, no. Anyways, point is, this is a strong ability, but don't waste it. Don't waste this ability.
Right. Then we get Order's Demand.
You can use your channel divinity to exert an intimidating presence over others. You can present your holy symbol. Each creature of trust that you can see within or hear within 30 feet of you makes wisdom save or charm by until the end of the next turn. Or until you can also cause any of the charm creatures to drop what they are holding when they fail the saving throw.
This has the potential to be good. It just depends on what the encounter is.
Yeah. But that's the issue. It's too dependable.
Yeah. Because if you get... Okay, the perfect scenario is either you're dealing with a bunch of melee weapon users or even bow users, or you end up landing this on a spellcaster, so they drop their focus.
But even then, that only takes away some of their spells, most likely.
Right. Yeah, no. It's good, but in the right situation.
I'm not willing to say it's good.
It's okay, decent.
I think
which I say good above is above decent.
I know, no, you're not wrong. Here's what I will say. I'm not gonna outright say bad, because in the right circumstances, this is worth using.
Yeah, in the right circumstance.
What you have to remember is it is generally free to pick up an item you drop.
That is true.
And unlike the other ability, the nature domain ability we looked at, this is only charmed by you. So, they drop their weapons, just pick them up again.
Still attack.
The only thing you're really stopping with this is attacks of opportunity. And even then, you just changed it to fists. Which, to be fair, that will be a lot less damage.
Yeah, the fists are a lot less damage. Yeah, I'm rereading it. It's unclear if... Okay, so if you look at it, it says, until the end of your next turn, or until the charmed creature takes damage. Would that mean that even if they picked up their weapon, they would have to drop it immediately? Or is this...
No.
Because it doesn't say...
You can cause them to drop what they're holding when they fail the saving throw. When they fail. For the record. They, drop it, they pick it up, boom, changes nothing.
Honestly, that makes that so much worse.
Yeah, right?
I feel like if I were to rewrite how this is worded, I would have made it to where, while charmed, they wouldn't be able to pick up what they dropped.
Alright, so, let's take a look at it. If you cast an enchantment spell,
first level
or higher, it's a bonus action. Wisdom modifier times.
So,
here's my question for you. What enchantment spells would you want to use as a bonus action?
Well, looking up at the list above, command, hold person.
Fair enough. In that case, this is actually pretty good.
Dominate person as a bonus action.
No, maybe.
Anyway,
let's keep going. The enemies you designate. If you deal your divine strike damage to a creature on your turn, you can curse that creature until the start of your next turn. The next time one of your allies hits a curse with attack, the target also takes 2. Ooh, that's actually really nice.
2d8 psychic damage, and the curse.
You can also you can curse a creature in this way once per turn. Which, to be fair, you can only use divine strike once per turn.
Right.
So
perhaps one's decent. Hey, it actually makes decent use of divine strike.
I'm gonna say, I believe we talked about this. Did we say that nature was?
Nature was B.
Low.
Nature
was nature low B easy. Something was low B. Lows B easy.
That was
nature...
Tempest. That was Tempest. Oh no, it was War, and War was either low A or high B.
Yes. I'm gonna knock War back to B.
Okay.
Order is super solid.
It is a solid subclass.
There is some stuff it's still unfortunately missing.
Yeah.
But it is solid.
So where are you thinking of putting it?
I'll low A. That's why I knocked it. Knocked 4 down because low A. Yeah,
knocked 4 down.
Okay. Yeah, no.
You think what? It knocks War down, then just takes D.
That would be funny.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe could have given it some extra thought.
Arcana, which I know nothing about.
Oh, for me it's trickery, but we can do Arcana.
Why are our wheels different?
I don't know.
Your wheels?
You're the perspective. So you follow your thing.
Well, here's the thing, Pleeps. I totally tricked you, because I was totally playing as a joke. Anyway.
Ross.
So, spell list.
All
honestly,
right.
Top tier. Polymorph, Dispel Magic, Pass Out Trace, Dimension Door.
Here is...
They are really good.
Because I have a controversial opinion. I really... I have looked into this subclass so many times. I really like Trickery Domain Cleric. But objectively, I think it's a really bad Cleric subclass.
Yeah. we'll get to why. So first off, Blessing
So
Trickster.
you can use an action to touch a willing creature other than yourself to give it advantage on spell checks. This could be fine.
It lasts for an hour or until you use a feature again. Honestly, I would.
You give this to the rogue before they scout ahead, you're good.
Yeah, no, this is a fine feature. It's like no resource.
Then we get our Invoke Duplicity. As an action, we make an illusion last a minute. We concentrate on it.
Yep.
There are here space. As a bonus action, you can move the illusion up 30 feet. But they got you 100 feet for the duration. You can cast spells as though you're in their space. But you still have to use your own senses. Additionally, if you and the illusion are 5 feet of a creature that can see the illusion, you got advantage on attack rolls against it. They have built-in flanking. Pack tactics. Your personalized pack tactics. But the fact that this thing is concentration hurts it so badly.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
If we're good, so I know WotC, what they did was they removed the concentration. I did other stuff to it. But if I were to say, hey, this had to be concentration, do you know what I would do?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, would it be that strong to just say, hey, any allied creature within 5 feet of the creature and the illusion?
I wouldn't do that either.
Not just you.
But I do think here, Ross. I want to ask you a question, Ross, and bear with me.
All right.
How many non-concentration cleric spells would you like to cast from a place that you are not?
Well, we gotta keep in mind.
At the top of my head, I can think of 1, 2.
Inflict wounds is a good one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Is it limited to touch spells? Limited to cast spells?
It is not.
So...
It is not. But that's kind of my point, Ross. Here's a question. Unless the battlefield is super duper tight, remember, 120 feet is your limit here?
Right.
Unless the battlefield is super duper 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 tight. That's what we're using our bonus action too. Unless the battlefield is super duper tight, we will probably be able to get in range ourselves without any danger to ourselves.
Right. Yeah.
And that kind of is where the issue lies for me.
Oh yeah.
We're using our bonus action, our action to cast a spell when we can just go there and do the thing.
Right, it makes it to where you're in like a safe spot.
Anyways.
Then we have...
And then, as an action, you become invisible until the end of your next turn. But you become visible if you attack or cast a spell. As a reminder, furbolgs just get this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be straight up with you, Pleeps.
Mm-hmm.
This is probably the worst channel divinity I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. I told you. I want to play Trickery Divine Cleric because I like it conceptually, but I acknowledge it is bad.
Normally, I'm like, okay, there's a redeeming factor in here somewhere.
And then, all right, question: 17th level. How many channel divinities do we have, Ross?
We have by 17th level specifically, we have 2, but next level we get 3.
You can create up to 4 duplicates of yourself instead of 1 when you invoke duplicity as a bonus action on your turn. And you can move any number of the 30 feet to a maximum of 120 feet. It's not really going to help you much, but you can do it.
I'll say visually this is appealing because...
Again, no, you're not wrong. It is a cool idea. It is a very cool idea, but unfortunately for us...
Something that would be funny, though, is... Because a spell they get access to with the subclass is Mirror Image. So just having a mirror image, so you have 4 of you, including yourself.
No, again, it's great. It's great imagery, just mechanically it's bad. With that in mind,
yeah,
Trickery has to get F.
Unfortunately.
I am pretty sure it will be alone there.
Can I argue? Here's the thing. Even though I agree for the abilities, can I push
to
being
the spells?
Because you gotta admit the spell list is amazing.
Ross, you know I don't care about the spell list.
I know.
Here. Let me entertain you for a bit, okay?
Okay.
Charm Person and Disguise Self. They're first level spells, so there are 1,000 ways to get them.
Right.
So, okay.
Yeah, they're okay spells.
Mirror Image. It's a decent spell, but if we look at the mechanics that we're supposed to be relying on, we shouldn't be getting close to any enemies.
Agreed.
So, in theory, this spell should be useless for us.
Pass Without Trace, though.
Again, it's okay, but not in a lot of scenarios. Blink.
You like the Blink spell.
Oh yeah, I love Blink, but again, we're not supposed to be getting close to the action. So why would I want to be cared about Blink? Again, Blink's great spell, but we're not getting close to the action, so who cares? Dispel Magic?
Which, I think is on the Cleric list already. I think.
If it's on the Cleric list already, I don't even have to think about it, do I? It is, you're right.
It is, okay.
So let's move on. Dimension Door.
Clerics don't have that many options for teleporting or moving allies.
You forget, Ross, that there are 1,000 options for teleporting in this game.
Yeah, there are.
Again, but how many of them are available to the Cleric?
But again, with the kit that Trickery gives us, we shouldn't ever be in a situation where we use this. Dimension Door cannot be cast from your duplicate.
Because it has to be, I believe it has to say you and the creature within.
Yes,
yeah,
correct.
Specifically from you.
Yes. So Dimension Door specifically cannot be cast from.
So unless you, for some reason, unless it's like, I don't know, I doubt it's like this, but maybe it's like a weird case of you cast it through the duplicate, but it teleports you to like the spot that you can see, plus an ally next to the duplicate, which that would be a very weird interpretation of it.
Polymorph is concentration.
It is.
Dominate Person is concentration. Modify Memory is actually a really solid spell.
Yeah.
So, if you notice right there, these are all solid spells, but they don't help the Trickery Domain Cleric. Trickery Domain Cleric.
Fair. That's fair. Yeah, you know what? I'll put it in. I'll put it enough.
Yeah. Again, this, Ross, is kind of a big part of why I don't... It's why when I'm judging these, I don't look at the spell list very hard, Ross. Because 9 times out of 10... I'll just say, I think you and I, Ross, we put more thought into our spell lists than they do when they design them.
Oh, 100%.
That honestly might... Yeah. So, Arcana. I know... I've looked at Arcana.
I know nothing about Arcana.
So, first off, there is a gosh darn shame that they didn't... So, you have the spell list, which... The spell list is okay. They have some decent spells. There is one spell that I am shocked they did not put on this list.
What's that?
Why not give us Counterspell? Give us Counterspell instead of Dispel Magic. Dispel Magic's already in the
Before you complain... Again, before you complain about this, why don't we look at what they do give us? Because it might be that Counterspell don't jive with what this class wants to do.
Okay.
We get cantrips of 2. Prison Arcane and cantrips of 2 from the Wizard spell list.
The Wizard has a lot of cantrips that could sound probably really good.
And here we go, the weird one.
Yeah, this one's a little weird.
As an action, you present your holy symbol at once. Celestial, Elemental, Fair, Fiend, must make wisdom saving throw. Basically, turn anything.
For the most part, yeah. And
which honestly, you know what? Credit required good. Turn Undead's a good ability.
Yeah, Turn Undead's a good ability. It just sucks that this is a single target. It's good later on. It becomes even a little better later on for the fact of when you get level 5.
You're right.
When you get level 5, this turn actually becomes a banishment. However,
you're right,
it's up to
but
CR.
Let's keep going. Spellbreaker, starting when you restore hit points to an ally. You can also end one spell of your choice on that creature. The level of the spell you end must be equal to the lower than the level of the spell slot you use to cast the healing spell. Potent spellcasting. You choose 4 spells from the wizard spell list, 1 from each of the following levels: 6th, 7th, 8th. You add them to your list of domain spells. Like your other domain spells, they are always read. This subclass has no identity.
Honestly, I have the same vibe in the vein of, it's literally just, hey, you want to be a cleric? Oh, But you also want to play a wizard?
No, it's not even that, Ross. You get wizard cantrips, and then a 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th spell at 17th level. That's it.
Yeah.
No, there is. It's not that. I'm not gonna call it that.
It's not down to trickery.
Ross, I am now realizing, looking at this, cleric subclasses are a lot worse than I think we thought. Because yeah, I think cleric is such a good class. The faults of the subclasses kind of go over the. Yeah, it's probably the reverse of the ranger problem. I'm gonna give this C. I'm gonna give it below Tempest.
I am fine with that. Fine with that. Like it's
decentability.
It's okay. Like when I mean okay, I'm talking like there's like several O's and several K's.
I get some cantrips, and then this is just. Who cares about banishing a CR4 creature at level 17?
That's exactly what the issue is. And here's the thing. If they would have made this into a just turn undead...
Just make it turn undead, but let me have it be multiple things.
Yeah.
Like, maybe make it say, take a creature type and turn it. It's like, this is a channel divinity. I don't get a lot of these.
Heck, I would even say remove the banishment part and just give it the turn, and I think...
Exactly. 100% agree. And heck, you can even just balance it with destroy like you do turn it. It's just stupid. Anyways.
Yeah, it's
let's keep going. Knowledge.
Yep, knowledge, which I believe is another player's handbook. I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, player's
First level, you get 2 languages.
Hey,
Proficient in either our history, nature, or religion. You can pick 2 of those.
Yep. And
if your proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability you make, that you get expertise. Nice.
Which is nice because clerics normally don't tend to have that high of intelligence.
Starting at 2nd level, you can give yourself proficiency in anything for 10 minutes.
When it comes to a skill or tool, so like this won't work for initiative.
At 6th level, you can use your channel to read a creature's thought. Let me take a look at this. Do they get? They don't get that. That's weird. Okay, whatever.
You're looking for detect thoughts.
Got detect thoughts.
Yeah, I was. As an action, one creature that you can see the creature must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature is on the saving throw, blah 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 blah. If your ability, you can read its surface thoughts. Those forms months. The effect lasts for 1 minute. During that time, you can use your action and inspect. So this is a worse detect thoughts.
This is worse, but you're also technically using a channel divinity to gain the benefits of 2 different spells. Technically.
Oh yeah. You can test on them. That is big. That is big. Actually,
with no save.
Yeah.
So this is a guaranteed suggestion if they initially failed the first one.
Yeah. Then we get. They don't care about this.
Yep.
7th level. You can call a bunch of the path that relate to an object you hold or your immediate surroundings. Spend at least 1 minute in meditation. Blah blah blah. Once you can't. Holding an object as you can see visions of the object's previous owner. You learn how the owner acquired and lost the object, as well as the most recent event involving the object and that owner. If the object was owned by another creature in the recent past within those days, equal to your wisdom score. You can spend 1 additional minute for each owner to learn the same information about that creature. Oh.
And then area reading. As you meditate,
a recent event in the immediate area that you're in. Going back on every day equal to your wisdom score. For each minute you meditate, you learn about one significant event, beginning with the most recent event, blah, 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 blah. This is actually really cool.
It's
like I don't call volume packs because I'm getting tired, but this is actually really cool.
This is cool. Here's the thing.
This is not a combat cleric, but I really like it.
It's not a combat cleric, but also I don't know how I feel about this being like the final thing you get.
We've talked about captives. I actually think this is a solid B.
B.
I'll actually put it above nature.
Okay. The cleric, at the very least, this subclass is a very versatile.
Okay, Ross, do we have the next one on the list same?
If it is the one I'm currently playing, then yes.
Gonna drag that to S. We don't need to talk about this, but
we will, but
we don't need to.
We don't. Anyway, so first off, at least for me, spells, great. I don't have an issue with any of these spells.
You get proficiency with martial weapons and heavy armor, which is great.
Yep.
You have a dark vision of 300 feet, and you can give everyone else a dark vision of 300 feet.
For 1 hour,
Basically, for
or
1
you
hour.
can expend a spell slot.
Yeah.
Which,
then...
I just want to bring up, even just giving allies and just granting you 120-foot dark vision, that's already crazy. 300 feet?
I believe you told me today you think that's more than you would ever need.
A lot of times.
Another thing to talk about. You get Vigilant Blessing, which is basically, as an action, you give them advantage on the next initiative roll the creature makes.
And this works...
It lasts forever.
This basically works the exact same as the Trickery, to where there's no resource. So every combat, someone is going to have advantage, which, again, fucking insane.
I want to point out, most importantly, that's 3 bloops. That is 3 bloops with Twilight Cleric.
Yes, and we're not even... 3 bloops, and we're not even at the big thing.
Let's talk about Channel Divinity Twilight Sanctuary.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Twilight Sanctuary.
Yes. Second level, Channel Divinity. You do the thing, and then
last for a minute, or incapacitate or die. Yeah.
Whenever a creature including you ends its turn in that sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. The second one, which no one cares about.
It's handy if it ever happens, but it doesn't happen that often with it.
And the first one, temporary hit points equal to 1d6 plus your cleric level. This is just good.
This is insane.
Like I think you guys avoided so much damage today because of this.
If
100%.
Yeah, just to put a little bit of perspective. Let's say it's just a d6. Let's remove the cleric level for a moment. Just for a single character. Let's say it's the cleric, because they'll always be in the radius. This is 10d6 worth of temp HP at level 2.
Wait, what?
It lasts for a minute.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what you mean. Okay. Anyway.
I was going to say at once.
Yeah, no, not at once. But then spread that to, let's say, 3 different charters. That's 40 d6 temporary.
Me and Eve regularly play on a Westmarch server. In that server, they have a rule where you can only do it once per round. Because everyone wants to nerf this thing.
Yeah, no.
Steps of Night. Remember when we looked at that one cleric whose capstone was they can fly? 6th level, you can fly.
As long as you're in dim light or darkness.
Which guess what?
There are a lot of ways that you can... Someone pointed out that you can get underneath a table.
And, from the record, all you have to do is get in it for a second and then just dash out of the darkness.
Yep.
Heck, cast a darkness spell on yourself.
And get the zoomies.
Yeah, which this cleric doesn't get, but hey, the warlock has a spell slot, and they like using it.
And then, 17th level, Twilight that you summon offers a protective embrace. You and your allies have half cover while the sphere created by your silent sanctuary. But who cares?
Here's the thing. I would not say this is crazy if Twilight Sanctuary alone is as crazy as it is. Which, by the way, I want to bring up. Yeah. Even more, so we're talking about, 3 bangs for, the first 3 features.
Yep.
Twilight Sanctuary alone is a triple bang because this is only a short rest ability.
Correct.
And they gave you 3 chance infinities. It's crazy.
All right. So, yes. Twilight is
S tier.
100% S tier.
It's literally...
Do not take us out of context. We're talking about the Cleric Subclass.
Not the movies and books.
Oh, yes.
Although I will also respect that Twilight Princess is S tier, but that's besides the point.
I've never played Twilight Princess, so I wouldn't know.
Next up is Forge.
Which I also played, actually. This would have been, I think, a year ago for Zeep's campaign.
It was a while
It was a good while ago. So, spell list. There's some fun spells here.
But let's look at the stuff I care about. When you choose this to make first level, proficient with heavy armor, this is the one that makes the most sense.
Yep.
You gain the ability to imbue magic into a weapon or armor. At the end of a long rest, you can touch one non-magical object that is a suit of armor or a simple martial weapon. Until the end of your next long rest, or until you die, it becomes a +1 of its a +1. It becomes a +1.
Right. Also, I just noticed this. I never known that Forge domain clerics didn't get heavy weapon or martial weapon proficiency. I always thought they did.
Not.
Anyway, but yeah, no.
It would make sense if they did.
So +1 weapons, level 1, that's pretty good. +1 armor is not common.
It is not.
It is very rare. Like, I think the only time I've ever seen a +1 armor in game, it's not even armor, was that +1 shield that was in the shop that I just couldn't afford in Princess.
All right, and for our channel Divinity, make whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, as long as you have the set of tools, some metal, you basically can make anything that, as long as it's not worth over 100 gold. So you can't.
The ritual can create a duplicate of a non-magical item that contains metal, such as a key. So all it has to do is have like a speck of metal, and you can make it.
Basically, yeah. As long as it's underneath the financial thing, which this adds a lot of good creativity when it comes. This is
this is crazy good.
It can be, as long as
like you can make ammunition, tools.
Armor, depending on the value of it. Though it wouldn't be any crazy good armor. You wouldn't be able to make plate.
As part of this, the ritual can create a duplicate if you possess the original. So it is fine. But then we get Soul of the Forge.
You gain resistance to fire damage.
And +1 bonus to AC while wearing heavy armor, which means our AC is going to be high.
Oh, you know, this is... So baseline. Let's say we're keeping our base armor.
Yep.
We would have the 20 AC that I currently have with holding a shield and plate mail. Or plate armor. Divine Strike, which you don't care.
You're blessed with definitive fire. You get immediate fire damage while wearing heavy armor. Your resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slash damage from non-magical attacks. We've kind of already got that in other ones, so I don't really care.
Yeah, here's my thing. Why'd they just do the war domain, but be like, hey, let's give them immunity? Here's the thing. Fire immunity makes sense, but they basically just copied and pasted a war domain capstone, and then was like, let's throw in fire immunity as well.
Forge gets A.
It's solid. It is very solid.
I'm actually going to put it between Grave and Orc.
Between Grave and Orc, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Forge can be very... I think Forge has not as much versatility when it comes to its abilities as Knowledge, but it does have a lot of versatile stuff.
All right. So, Love and Peace. Let's look at Peace. Yep. Peace is really good. I already know Peace is really good.
This is the other one where I would argue could possibly be that top echelon of S tier.
Don't think it gets to S tier, but we'll look.
So, spells...
Efficiency and insight performance... Oh, you can do spells.
Yeah, spells, they're okay. There's nothing really that stands out. I like Rary's Telepathic Bond. I like Aid. But some of these spells are already on the Cleric list anyway, so it's like, they're okay.
Alright, let's talk about the main features that we care about.
So, scope of proficiency between insight, performance, or persuasion. Your choice. That's always nice.
And then we got Moldening Bond. First level. Empowering the bond among people who are at peace with one another. As an action, choose a number of willing creatures within 30 feet of you. It can include yourself. Equal to your proficiency bonus. Magical bond. 10 minutes. Well, any bond creature within 30 feet of the creature can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to an attack roll or ability or save that it makes. Each creature can add the d4 no more than once per turn.
And you can do this a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. So, as of right now, this is 2, but eventually you'll be able to get the whole party. Assuming 4 or 5, maybe even 6.
It basically... Here's the thing, Ross. I'm going to be honest about this. This feature is great.
It is.
But, let's come back to this for a second. It's basically guidance, bless, all rolled into one. But let's come back.
Basically.
You can use your channel to make a presence. As an action, you can do that broken top attacks, and when you move within 5 feet of any other creature during this action, you can restore any number of hit points to that creature equal to 2d6 plus your wisdom modifier.
That's okay.
But it's worse than the life clerics by so much.
It is. It definitely is. Because with the life domain, it's within 30 feet. Sure, this doesn't have the caveat of the creature has to be under half health, which is nice.
Yeah.
But
it is such a small amount. But let's take a look at Protective Bond here.
Yep.
The bond you forge between people helps them protect when the creature affected by your one feature about to take damage. A second creature brought within 30 feet of you, which can use its reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of the creature, then takes all that damage instead. This is great.
Yeah, this is great and can be a little dumb.
And 17th level, the range just goes up.
The range goes up, and when they teleport to take the damage, they have resistance to that damage.
And again, this is all solid, but I feel like in order to match Twilight, you need everything to be solid. I am willing to put Peace top of A.
I am okay with that.
I cannot push it any farther than that. Now, I have played a Life Cleric.
Oh, is that the transition? Because I had one more thing to say for a piece.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
What did you have to say?
There's some very weird tech you could do with a protective bond.
Oh, 100%.
Where you could, if you need a case where allies need to get up a cliff that is like 30 feet or more, because they just have to take damage, a rogue can like stab themselves and like an ally can teleport, like swapping places. Or like any character that can get up there easily, and then they can just bring them up. It's weird, but that is something that was pointed out to me that I did want to bring up.
It is fair. I think a lot of DMs won't allow it, though.
I think I'm fine, because they're still sacrificing health.
No, you're not wrong, but I just think a lot of DMs won't allow it.
Right, fair. So we got Life.
Which, yeah, I've played.
I've heard there's a book about Life.
Ross.
Come on, it's an underrated movie.
I've never seen it.
Choose this domain first level, first with heavy armor. We've seen that so many times.
Yep.
Your healing spells are more effective. A spell at first level or higher to restore hit points to a creature. The creature regains additional hit points equal to 2 plus the spell's level.
Which is fun. That makes any healing word you cast automatically... let's put this to equivalency. A level 1 healing word is an extra 3, which is the equivalent of having a 16 wisdom, but on top of whatever your spellcasting modifier is.
Correct. It's good. It's really good.
It's solid. It's really solid.
And then, when you heal others, you heal too. 2 plus same amount there. 2 plus the spell's level.
Oh, are we not talking about the Channel of Divinity yet?
Oh, I missed it.
Oh.
As an action, present your holy symbol and evoke the healing energies, and then number of hit points equal to 5 times your cleric level.
And
any creatures within 30 feet of you, and divide the hit points among them. The creatures can restore creatures to no more than half its maximum hit points. I will say this right now. I think it's a stupid limitation.
I agree. Why add that limitation?
But it's a fine ability.
It's
fine. The healing it provides is fine. It's like a build.
It's good for what it is, because it is a short rest healing.
All right. Then we get
Blessed Healer,
which I said, which is good. You heal 17th level. When you would normally roll 1 or more dice to restore hit points with spell, you instead use the highest number possible for each die.
So basically, what Grave Domain got at level 1.
Instead of restoring, but you get it. Yeah.
But this is
here is the issue though. 17th level.
Here's what you gotta consider though. Which, even though I did say Grave Domain basically got this at level 1, this is for any healing, not just from picking up someone from being down.
I need to point out, I think you get it too late to be good.
Yeah.
To be clear, like, so I think Life, unfortunately, I think I'm going to give it the highest of C.
Oh, all the way down at C. Okay.
Yeah, no. Look, Life is a basic. It's a safe first choice.
It is.
But it's also, it has too many things holding it back.
Then healing isn't as good. Even with the benefits that the Life Domain gets, it isn't as good as like just taking down the enemy quicker.
I would beg to differ, as someone who always plays a healer. I just don't think the Life Domain is the healer I would play anymore.
Right.
All right, finally, Light, which I know always forget.
After this long tunnel, we're seeing the light.
Anyway,
let me.
You do fire.
Yeah, this is the Fire Cleric.
Choose this domain.
Big
get
spells,
light.
Fireball. I mean, cool. Yeah, all these spells are great.
You can indispose divine light between yourself and attacking you. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, these reaction puts a fatal attack roll and cause them like the attacker that can't be blinded is immune to this feature. You can use this feature no time to your. This is lame.
It's good for early game, but when creatures start getting extra attack, it's like, nah.
It is so lame. Then Channel Divinity. You can use Channel Divinity to harness light, banishing darkness and dealing radiant damage to your foes. It doesn't actually present your holy symbol with magical blah blah. Additionally, each hostile creature then causes creature takes radiant damage equal to 2 but on failed save, that's not on a successful one. A creature that also lame. For the same reason we talked about before, this is not going to scale well. You're using your limited Channel Divinity on this.
Yeah, but the damage is good. The damage, don't get me wrong, the damage is good early game. 2d10 plus your cleric level to a group that's like around you.
But it does not stack well late game.
Late game, yeah, no. At the highest point, it will be 2d10 plus 20.
The most you're ever getting with this is 40.
Yeah, at most 40.
And that's never likely. Anyways.
Yeah. Improved flare. Hey, you can use your flare on allies within 30 feet.
Still don't care about Corona of Light. You can use your action after or something. Last 1 minute. You bright light to it. You're gonna use the bright light disadvantage on. Lame. This is so lame. Yeah, this is bad. Light is so bad. It's getting F. I think it's F. I think Trickery is actually better than Light.
Okay, here's the thing.
Don't tell me you like Light.
I think Light is decent. I think we're gonna get some comments about you throwing it in F.
Do people really like it? Are you sure?
People do enjoy the Light Cleric a good bit.
Okay, let me go over this one at a time. Warding Flare. This, I think, should not have resources tied to it. You are using your reaction for this? Which I know you said, whatever, okay.
Yep.
So, you're using your reaction for this.
It's
and
only
all it does is
give
disadvantage for one attack. I don't care. Radiance of Dawn, I told you, this damage is not good for what you're not going to use a lot. Improved Flare, same deal. I point out, Artificer can get their hands on a Steel Defender.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That they could just do this as many times as they want. No resources is no reaction. And Corona of Light is the worst ability this subclass gets, and it's the capstone. If you're fighting vampires, this is great. You're using your action to turn the lights on.
And any spell that deals fire or radiant damage, enemies have disadvantage on, which... I'm sure this class does provide a good bit of them.
You're not... No, that is fair, but honestly, I would rather... Here's the thing. People overestimate the value of disadvantage, I think. If an enemy's going to make a save, they're going to make a save. Disadvantage can help, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no, it can help, but that's fair.
But not enough. Not enough to make this valuable. I'm using an action just for a chance to be helpful.
Right, which it does last for a minute, and I do want to bring up something that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
There is no resource attached to this.
But this is... I don't care.
Which is... Yeah, no.
This is what you get.
I just wanted to bring that up because like that, it's a little weird that like it doesn't have. Also, can I just say this? Huge fail.
It's not a very good ability. Who cares about?
Here's my little critique.
Mm-hmm.
Huge fail. Why not say any radiant damage save, not just spell? Because then it could work with our Radiance of the Dawn. I know that you said it's not that good, but like, come on.
So yeah, unfortunately, this subclass is trash. It's the worst Cleric subclass. I don't know. I don't know if people like this. I don't know what they're seeing in it.
I guess comment down below.
Your thoughts on...
There we go. We've judged Clerics. I'm gonna be honest. There are worst showing so far.
Yeah.
But you also got... Here's the thing, though, Pleeps. And something I do got to consider when it comes to thinking about this. we've previously covered Barbarian and Bard. Clerics have the most subclasses besides Wizard. Actually, do Wizards have more? I always forget if it's
I don't
Wizard
know.
or Cleric.
We'll figure that out later. Let's end the video so I can leave. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little tired.
I can tell Pleeps is getting tired.
Fair enough. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Check out what class we go over next. As always, stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.